Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Good Times, Great Movies. We are an 80s movie podcast where every other week we watch a different movie from the 80s and then we talk about it. I'm one of your two hosts, and if you tune in to be like, oh my God, dead calm, I can't, and we're already laughing, I don't know, get ready.
Get ready for some giggles.
Yeah, this is the type of show that you're in store for. Are we taking any of this seriously, no matter how traumatic the entire movie would be for all of these people? We're not.
Yeah, it is kind of a heavy movie. And
I almost said my name, Doug McCambridge. And with me, as always, just trying to keep her head above water, is Jamie Lorello.
Let my curls flow. I do like it. I admittedly am not a fan of Nicole Kidman. I think I've said that before on this podcast.
Yeah.
But I do like her with her. I like her better when she has her hair curly. I have to say that. I guess as a fellow curly-haired person.
I was going to say,
the look she does now with the straight hair, and I know that her straight hair has nothing to do with her acting or her roles, but
sure.
But I will say, without giving too much away, I didn't mind her in this. For someone who's not a fan, I actually didn't mind her in this.
I would take it a step further and say that she was doing a really good job in this movie.
Yeah.
Like
everybody, the three people that were in it all did a great job.
I love it. Give me all movies with only three people. I think it's fantastic.
That's why I took good notes. It was only, I got confused at parts of boats.
You're paying attention to two locations. Both of them are boats. Could get confusing. But one's like a haunted boat and the other one is beautiful. I couldn't believe they were in the same ocean half the time.
I was thinking, talk about a beautiful boat. When Billy Zane's freaking out at the end and busting the beautiful wood walls of this mini yacht, with the boat that they have, I was like, buddy, that's going to be some repair. And they're going to want to repair this boat because obviously this is like their thing to do when they...
I like how you're trying to talk sense into the psychopath in this movie.
Oh, he's definitely...
It's not even his boat. And you're like, dude,
insane.
Come on. You're wrecking this. Oh, can I, real quick, before we get started, I want to reach out to our audience very quickly.
Okay.
Because I have a plan for the summer. Jamie, I let you know this plan.
You did?
And I would love to get suggestions from the audience. We get recommendations all the time, and I'll put things on a short list or a very long list. What I'm looking for, because sometimes we do summer theme months, seasons.
Summer theme season.
I would love to cover the most 80s movies you got.
Oh.
And what I mean,
request?
And I don't necessarily mean like popular movies of the 80s. People will say like...
that have the best 80s vibe.
Yes, like a movie that could not be made now without altering it radically. Like you could make Gremlins now. It's an 80s movie, but you could make Gremlins now or even Ghostbusters. But what I want are the ones where it's like the fashion and the music and everything is just so a part of this decade.
Not this movie, I'll tell you that.
No, this movie has 90s like steamy thriller all over it.
Yeah.
So this movie opposite of Dead Calm is what I'm looking for.
I like that. That should be a fun request. And
I have a few in mind, but I honestly don't have that many in mind. And I feel like when we started this, I think I knew what an 80s movie was, but
now that you're in it,
there's nothing that is an 80s movie. And I guess maybe that's what I'm looking for. And that's what I'm hoping we can cover for an entire summer.
That'll be our sweet summer. I like it.
Yes. So make suggestions on our Facebook?
Patreon? Do we have a Patreon? We don't.
No, we don't. We did have a Patreon. We don't anymore. Don't go to our Patreon and make
don't make comments.
I'm never going to see it. I don't think it
exists
anymore. No, go to our social media sites and make suggestions.
Yep. That's a great way to do it.
I again hear personally from listeners through messages all the time. So let me know.
Give us a shout out. I like that.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I think Doug's just doing lazy scheduling. He's like, I'm just going to leave it up to the audience.
Tell me what to do. I'm done. I'm looking this
can't
up.
say then.
I'm like, it's National Aquatic Safety Month. What do I choose? Dead calm. There you go.
Is this the reason? Is for the national?
The reason.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Well, there's definitely very unsafe things happening on
everything in this movie's unsafe.
Yeah.
First of all, don't take your dog on a boat. I mean, the dog is great in this movie.
I'm so worried. The dog is really great. The dog has like a certain role too, like is safety and
role.
How sad were you though when the dog and how the dog went? Well, we'll get there. I don't want to spend
too much time in this podcast talking about the puppet work in this movie, but there are 2 instances in this movie where there are puppets, and if the dog looked like the dog, I would have been crushed. But when that door closes, and I was like, "What the hell is that?"
That's her first second. I was like, "Is it like a robe or something?"
It looked worse than a Muppet. Like, it looks like a robe, and they just like stuck googly eyes on it. I was like, "That's not the dog." I was watching this whole movie. So yeah, we're talking about Dead Calm from 1989, directed by Philip Noyce, who Australian. Why didn't we do this movie with our December Down Under? It didn't even dawn on me.
Didn't even dawn.
Yeah, he went on to bigger and better things. He directed Patriot Games, and and then he did move into. Do you remember the movie Sliver?
Oh, was that a Sharon Stone situation?
Yeah. It was like, I'm a pervert and I own an apartment building and I put cameras in all the rooms.
Yeah.
Other than that, I have no idea what happens in the movie. But yeah, so, I mean, he's a journeyman director who's directed some pretty noteworthy things.
Okay.
This movie stars 3 people, and I'm surprised we really haven't seen them that much. So, Ray Ingram, that's their name. Her name is Ray.
Ray,
and I only know that because Billy Zane yells Ray 140 times in this movie. And half the time I was like, her husband, who's he yelling for? But his name, Sam Neill is John and Nicole Kidman is Ray.
Right. Okay. He's John. Okay.
Nicole Kidman we saw once.
And he's Ben? No, Billy Zane is
Hughie.
Hughie. That's right. It's a dumb. It's Hughie.
It's terrible.
And they don't say his name a lot, rightfully so. But on the other boat, when they're over there and he's watching the footage, that's when you hear his name the most.
Yes.
Like she never looks at him and is like, Hughie, you need to stop because.
There is something about Sam Neill. It reminded me of being in college, like Sam Neill just doing work on a radio while a VHS tape plays. Like I was like, I did so many projects with just like Young Guns or whatever, Home Alone playing in the background. And but it's like a murder tape. I don't know what's going on.
It's interesting because we never really find. I mean, that's one of the questions I have. We never really find out what drove Billy Zane or Hughie insane, and what the whole ship was about. We get it's alluded to the fact that it's something sexy because he's got the. Well, let's get there. I'm jumping around.
Yeah. So Nicole Kidman, we only saw her once in the movie BMX Bandits. Do you?
I do remember it.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Very young. My much younger.
Very, very. She is okay. I'll go through the ages in just a second because this is bananas. Sam Neill, we've not seen Sam Neill in a single movie. We almost watched him in the saddest Meryl Streep movie ever, but decided to call an audible at the last minute. And Billy Zane was one of Biff's cronies in Back to the Future 1 and 2.
Oh.
He's one of the dudes who gets.
What else has he been in? Because I was like, is this even a human being? His appearance is so.
A human being?
Like, he was so like his face and his. He's so shiny because he's sweating, I guess, a lot. But his body is so gleamy,
I bring sweat back to movies. There's so much sweat in this movie. Between he and Sam Neill, they are sweating buckets in this movie.
Well, Sam is wet then later, like literally from being underwater. Like
yes, but he's also when he's pumping the water out.
And again with the white pants, I'm like, what are we doing, buddy?
I understand that our Toxic Zombies movie was lost to time, but I was like, why
Yeah.
are these people wearing white pants in situations where there's a good chance you're going to get quite dirty?
Right. Yeah. White's not the choice, but
One
maybe,
there is
maybe.
one shot, and Sam Neill is standing on the boat that's sinking. The sun is behind him, and you
Uh-huh.
can see everything in those pants. Like the sun is shining right through.
It was probably a very intentioned angle. I love it.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it was. So that's, I mean, that's all we saw these people in. Now, I will say, Sam Neill is certainly older than Nicole Kidman,
Yeah.
but I didn't know how old. In this movie, she amazing. 19 years old when she made this movie.
19. Wow.
19.
Wow.
He is 40.
Yee.
And Billy Zane is 20.
Okay.
Like this
Okay.
is very early. Oh, and you were asking about Billy Zane. He's the bad guy in Titanic.
Oh, that's right.
He's
Oh,
the like,
another
let me
boat
grab a
movie.
kid at
Yeah.
the end of
Oh,
this.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where you would
Huh.
probably know him from.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. He's a guy who for a little while they tried to make him into a leading man.
Yeah, I could.
And while it makes me sad, I can appreciate this. He lost his hair and he went with it, and he's just a bald dude now, and the leading man roles went away.
Well, he's very like I said, he looked fake at times in the movie because of how like everything is
He was
just
very
it's very
smooth.
tan, yeah, very
Yeah,
smooth. The
yeah,
eyebrows look practically painted. It's I was like, I don't think he's human, Nicole Kidman. Ray, I think
yeah.
that's might be his problem. I think his chip is malfunctioning.
And
Maybe you gotta
he's
check that out.
outside. He's I understand that he's outside, so he might have a tan, but he's appeared to have a darker complexion. I was like, no body hair, none.
Not a
This is
one.
not.
Not a one. Smooth
He's like a
and like I
Ken
said,
doll.
constantly looking. He's sweaty, but he looks oiled up.
Yep.
Ready.
He's
Yeah, like a
greased
Ken
up and ready to go in this movie.
doll.
Whatever you need, Billy Zane's there. And he again, like, he gets the role that I'm sure a lot of actors really want, which is just like, you choose scenery, you do what you want. Just be as
Yeah.
manic as possible.
He was crazy. He was
Hmm.
a zany what yeah,
A
zany
Bill
crazy.
Zane, a Billy
Bill
Zane.
Zany, Billy Zany.
That's right.
There you go.
That's how he got his name.
There you go.
Comes from a long line of zany people, I guess.
That's the role he's got to fulfill it.
Oh, so as
All
you
right.
said,
So
this movie takes place in like one location, maybe two. I mean,
well,
I guess the one
we
location's the
we
ocean.
start and we are on a train. We
Hmm.
see a lot of sailors, right? That's what they are, Navy guys, sailors. And a lot of people and a train station. I don't know where. I want to say they're somewhere. Are they in
I
Australia?
hope you say Australia
Yeah.
because it's the only thing that makes sense, I guess. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
you have Sam Neill. I looked into his background. He's a very, I don't want to say confusing fellow, but let's say
Hmm.
worldly. He was born, I always thought he was Australian.
No,
I'm
you're
wrong.
wrong.
I'm
Okay.
so wrong. He was born in Ireland. His
Oh.
mother was British
Hmm.
and his father was from New Zealand.
Wow. Interesting background. I like it.
Yeah. So, and
Okay.
but he did around,
And
in
what
the
about the Zanesters? Is he a
the Zanester's just an
Aus-
American.
Okay.
It's a real indictment of Americans in this movie.
Okay. So we are arriving at a train station. Well, I'll say Sydney. I'm just gonna name a
Do it.
random
Yep. Go
Australian
for
city.
it.
I don't know.
Yep. I mean, I
Um,
know you know a lot of other Australian cities, but go with Sydney.
I'll
That's
go
fine.
with right. And it's Christmas time, and we're at the train station, and everyone's meeting up with their loved ones except for our friend. What's his John,
I
right?
just call him Sam Neill. It's
But
fine.
I
Doesn't
love
matter.
this. I love this whole part as
Oh
just the
yeah.
setup to. We just need you to know that he knows a lot about boats. He's in the Navy, and he is boats are his jam, right? And we just
Hmm.
need you to know that. We also need you to know he's been away from his family and something not great has happened. 2 police officers meet him at the train station, and we know things have gone bad.
Yeah. I
Um,
love the cops are just there, like looking at a picture, like, you think it's okay?
yes, that
Should we
guy.
go over
I
and
think
talk
it's
to
that
that
guy.
guy
Should
there?
we
I think
talk
it's
to him?
that guy.
And
I
he's
guess we probably should.
scanning, looking for, his wife, and
And it
then
fades, like the scene fades out and then fades back in
yeah.
with him still looking. I'm like, how much time has passed here? And he's still just waiting for Nicole Kidman and his son.
Well, then we get the flashback to what happened, right? Before we even see her, do we see that she's on?
Well,
No, we don't even.
he
He
goes
goes to the
into the
hospital,
hospital. Yeah.
right? But then we get the flashback to what happened. And it was a rainy night, and Nicole Kidman is the mom, and she's driving, she's singing the Itsy Bitsy Spider, but like the Australian version with the fun accent, and she calls it
The
Itsy.
song's the same.
I sing that song a
It's
lot
not
because I
a,
work with
there's
preschoolers,
no
and she
Australian
definitely
version.
she definitely did her own. Maybe it's her Nicole Kidman, but it's not the way I sing the Itsy Bitsy
Oh,
Spider.
really? It's
I
not. I
sing
didn't
it.
even notice. I just heard her
See?
saying "Itsy Bitsy Spider," and I was like, "Oh my god, what's gonna
Anyway,
happen
it
here?"
didn't. I know, same. I
Yeah,
was like, all right, this is
because I
not. And
saw her in
it's
the hospital. She
again,
looked like a disaster.
yeah, she did. I didn't think she was gonna make it.
Neither did
She's
I.
even she So anyway, she's driving, she's singing to the kid, it's raining. The kid just there's such a spacious back of the car that he's in. He unbuckles himself from
This
his seatbelt,
precocious
from his
child,
yeah.
he looked too young to understand how buckles worked.
Yeah, but he unbuckled
He
himself to get a
manages.
toy that was on the floor in the car, something he
Mhm.
dropped. And she's now distracted and trying to turn around, and he's unbuckled himself. So when she stops short,
No,
I'm
stop
sorry,
short.
because
She hits a
she hits a
car.
car. Well, yeah, there's cars coming at her. It's a stormy, it's a scary
Yes.
time. But I hate to laugh because this is the tragedy that sets us up, but they show the baby flying
Okay.
out
Listen,
from the back
if
seat.
if you
And
if people are not watching in advance, they think we're laughing at child death.
that's not it.
It's
It makes it
it
startling, but it's
is
also very
one of the
funny.
craziest things I've ever seen. This kid, to keep with the ocean reference, this kid looks like a torpedo. It's just he flies through the windshield, and then we cut to a puppet of a child that's like not flailing around or anything. It's like arms straight down at the side, legs out like wood in the back, flying like a missile, just straight
Torpedo, yeah,
ahead.
it's a good, yeah,
It's
yeah, it's
almost like the
one.
dog death later on. I would be so sad if it didn't look like the craziest thing I'd ever seen.
I know it was very silly. Like I literally was like, "What is happening?"
And it's meant to shock you. It's meant to be
Yeah,
like, oh my God, their child died. But I'm like, what was that? What was that thing that they called a kid?
same. I was like,
And he's got
"Oh,
like blonde hair. It's like a helmet on this kid. The
yeah."
light is reflecting off of it. It looks so unrealistic.
Yeah, it's pretty goofy. It's pretty goofy,
Oh,
but it is the tragedy that sets us off, and she heals. She looks pretty banged up at the hospital, but she's healed pretty physically healed pretty quickly.
yeah, we have no
Um,
idea how much time passes because this scene that we see is a nightmare of hers, and she
right,
wakes up screaming on the boat.
right, and it seems like they've just taken time. I mean, as you would, right? If you could, if you had that kind of tragedy and grief to deal with, let's just stay. We'll just spend a
Can,
bunch of weeks, couple months on our boat out in the
can
ocean,
I
and
ask you a question, though, real quick?
hmm
Do you think, other than for entertainment value, which we both got a kick out of it, is the beginning of this even necessary? Like, it's outside of this nightmare that she has, I don't think that kid is referenced ever again in the movie. I don't know what
well, even
we're
the boat,
supposed to
like
think later
the,
about. Like, it's almost like they want us to forget about it right after this
yeah,
opening
because
scene.
even on the boat, like there's no little toys around.
No,
Like I thought to myself, I was like, this is a really cute boat, but it's really cute for two. Even the dog seems a little cramped. Like the, how do you bring a baby on a boat? Like had they
right.
had this boat from then? I don't know, but the baby was young. I don't know. That's my,
Yeah,
yeah.
I just
I was like,
there's
there's not a
no
toy, there's not a picture
right.
that they even look at again. You're
No.
right.
And it doesn't
It's
seem like there's any tension between the two of them. Like,
no,
you
they
know,
have a
you
great relationship.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
you just lost a child. Like if there was something where they were combative and it was like we're just
Oh,
doing this
right,
to
right.
hold our relationship together,
Right,
but we
right.
get none of that. Like this means absolutely it could have been like Nicole Kidman's on this boat because she has to finish her novel or something. Like it would be totally fine. The movie
Well,
wouldn't
I think
change
it
at
it
all.
kind of adds to the moments of when you're like, oh my God, this lady has dealt with, because she does, again, she does a good job. So there's moments even in her expression where you can see when she's dealing
Yes.
with zany crazy zany Billy, or
Hmm.
Billy Zany, um, that she's been through a lot when you do
Right.
consider that. But you're right, they don't really weave the theme through it all.
Been through a lot. I mean, you can imagine this married couple, 10 years later, be like, remember that time our child died? That was
Yeah.
crazy. And then, like, 2 months later, that guy tried to murder us on the
That was a
boat.
wild
Like,
year.
it's
That was a
just,
wild year.
you're just
Yeah.
piling insanity on top of one another. And again, like, it's not like the movie ends, oh, we fast forward a year later and there's a baby being born. I wouldn't have
Right,
wanted to
right.
see that anyway, but
Well, because then was it Zany's?
this kid is not talked
He's
about
not
more
memorialized at all
instead
in their eyes. No, the parents are
if
just.
the baby comes out with like thick eyebrows and just crazy. That kind of would have been fun actually. Okay. All right, so they're
uh,
on a boat.
so, well, you know what it does set up for us,
Yeah.
because she has just experienced this trauma where, and like you said, she wakes up from this nightmare, and he does console her, and he says to her, we just have to accept that he's gone and he's not coming back.
Oh, is that what he
And
says? Because all I
yeah.
heard is pss, 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 pss.
Oh no.
He's whispering all she's screaming, he's whispering his lines. I'm like riding the volume on my remote up and down during this first scene.
You're like, what are we saying here? No, she is screaming, but she's having a nightmare.
Uh-huh.
No, he kind of tells her we just have to move on essentially, or no, we have to just nothing we could do about it. Yada yada yada.
That's
But
right.
this establishes that she is taking sleeping pills. We see the bottle of sleeping pills
Oh,
because she
great.
needs them to help her with so maybe that's why they had to kill the baby, because at some point they wanted Billy Zaney to have a sleeping pill and they had to give her a
That's
reason to have
like,
sleeping
how could we
pills.
possibly bring sleeping pills into this outside of a family
I
tragedy?
know she'll start out where her baby dies.
Right,
Well,
I
we
mean,
don't have a baby in
oh,
the
I'm
rest
sorry,
of
we
the.
don't have any money in the
Yeah.
budget for a puppet. Don't worry, my friend Bill, he does puppets all the time. You want a dog
He'll
puppet?
be
He'll
great.
have it here this afternoon.
He's there.
No,
He's
that's
there.
not a
He's our guy.
bathrobe with eyes stitched on it.
He's our guy. Oh man. Oh man. All right. So like you said, they get over the death of their baby, because then that's the last scene that they talk about the baby.
No, not mentioned again. We're
And the
we're
last nightmare she
three
has, because
minutes
then,
into this movie.
to be
That's
fair,
it.
then she's living a nightmare. But okay, so she's starting to kind of get better. Again, there's no real timeline to what we're doing here. The days
Right.
are beautiful on the boat, by the way. I was like, this is wonderful. What a great way to like
You're on a
spend
boat.
your,
You're just like
yeah.
living on a boat. It brought up a lot of questions. I guess you gotta make sure you bring enough food.
Yeah, they
Of
got
course.
supplies.
I had
Did you see the
questions about
baskets of fruit hanging?
yeah,
I
oh
guess
yeah,
you
yeah,
just hang
just
your stuff so it doesn't
limes
roll
to
around.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want scurvy. And I had a question. There was something great at the end about him washing her hair, where I was like, okay, that's kind of sexy. I know what's happening after this, but I was also like, how does bathing work on a boat? Do you just jump in the water and is that a
And you
bath?
wash
Is
off.
that a
Some of them I
shower?
think have bathrooms. I don't think they have tubbies, but I would think some of them have
Okay, all
a
right,
shower. I don't know. I don't know how luxurious their boat was, but I would take a. So she
it's
does
great.
find,
That boat, I mean, it has rooms upon rooms in it.
yeah, it's got a spare
It's
bedroom
like
for
a
Zany to get a
labyrinth down
rest.
there.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. She is letting the ocean heal her. She's swimming in the water and
Hmm.
and seeing that she's kind of getting smiling again a little bit at him. And they hug. They're having, I mean, like I said,
Yeah.
what better way to kind of rest up after tragedy and spend some time on the boat?
It does look nice. I would feel
Yeah.
very, I guess this is I guess it's a boat dog, but I would feel so nervous about having
I was
any of
nervous
my
about
dogs on a boat.
when she went fetch to the dog and made him go out to the boat. I was like, you don't do that to the dog. You don't play fetch on a boat.
It's like the sharks
Get him out in the ocean.
Are you not aware of that? But the dog seems to be having
adorable.
a great time.
He loves it.
The dog's on the boat. Like
and
we're on a real boat. Like it's rocking and stuff. Like the dog's just standing there rocking half the time. And I'm like, this is a
scrappy little guy.
I love dog performances in a movie. I think this dog is great.
Yeah, I agree. It's a great performance by the doggy. Yeah. So they are having a nice time on the boat, as obviously it sounds like you would. And out he looks. They have these great big yellow binoculars, which so helpful on a boat to see the things.
I love them. I was so distracted. I was like, yellow. That must mean something. Like, that's really going to play or something. No, not at all. No, I guess those are just water binoculars. Just, like water resistant or whatever it is.
They see he sees a boat out in the distance.
Yes. And he even says, we haven't seen a boat in 3 weeks. This is
so they've been out
tour of the ocean that they're doing.
Mm-hmm. I think, real tour of the ocean.
I think Billy Zane says he was trying to cross the Pacific. So again, I don't know where they came from.
Well, and Billy Zane's boat says Santa Barbara on it. Santa Baby.
Right? Yep, Santa Baby. That's what the locals in Santa Barbara call it.
That's what I call it, Santa Baby.
Yeah, so I don't know what they're doing. I guess they're just out there. I guess
they're
don't have a
healing.
Mission or anything.
There's no. I think this is just
I'll take
He's
that.
got the time. She's got the time.
Got it.
But when they see this other boat, he knows right away, again, because he's a boat guy, that this boat is not in good shape. Right?
No,
he can see
because immediately he's like, I'm gonna give him a call. And she's like, what? Why?
Yeah, you can see she's like, we're doing our thing. Like, great. Yeah. And then
you saw the nightmare I had this morning. You want to call people.
You want to invite people in on this? Yeah. We're just you and me on this boat right now. And we just got rid of the thought of our baby so we can move on.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, okay, Boy Scout, but like, what about your
Well, he does the right thing. He does the right thing.
Does he? I would say, based on what happens, he does the wrong thing.
I know, he does make a bad choice. So we'll get there. Yeah. So he tries to phone them. It's not a phone. What is it called?
Radio?
Radio, thank you. He tries to radio the other boat, and there's no response. And then they look out again, and what do you know? There's someone in what do they call them?
A dinghy.
Dinghies?
I was like, just call it like a lifeboat or something.
Yeah,
I always thought a dinghy was like one of those things that just sits out in the ocean and floats like
what they put them on at the end when they kill. Oh, okay.
No, do you mean
what was that?
The floating tent? I was like, what is this thing? That was crazy. And also, I was really giving her a hard time when I was watching this movie. I'm like, you can't just shoot him with a harpoon, and why are you putting him on a lifeboat and everything? And I realized,
why does
she doesn't know that he killed people. Like she doesn't have
she
any
thinks she needs
to
keep him alive.
Well, not keep him alive, but she's like, I'm not sure I should murder a dude just for acting crazy.
Well, he's crazy.
I know, but I know. I'm just trying to defend her. She doesn't know that he's a killer. True. He's just a crazy dude.
Very crazy, though.
Yes, but I still would have shot him right in the neck with that harpoon. When he's like walking into it, like just pull the trigger.
There's so many missed opportunities that she had here and there. I was like, come on now, but
this, when he goes down to make the call, he opens his little journal. I'm going to call it a journal where you write down boat stuff in it.
Your boat journal.
I've never in my life seen the titular line written in a movie.
Oh,
he writes the date, and he writes morning, and he writes dead calm.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
Titular writing. I dig it. Good find.
But they see a man rowing toward them.
Coming on them in the dinghy.
On the dinghy.
On the dinghy.
Away from the ship.
Yeah. Yeah, and toward them.
Crazy.
And he's just rowing. There's nothing else. These are dead calm waters.
Yeah, because even Sam Neill's like, hey, you want to slow down? You're going to hit my boat. And he's like,
he's just... And then they pull him up, and instantly he He is a little cracked out when he arrives.
Oh, he's all jittery and he
Yeah.
immediately runs. I love how he stumbles on board and then runs down into the little kitchen and like cowers in a corner.
And because he's kind of having a freak out moment.
Yeah.
And
And these two
yeah.
are not concerned. They look at each other like, brother. Look at this crazy man.
He is, though. He tells them this story about how he was on his boat and
Yes.
everybody ate canned salmon. And they're right away like, oh, the canned salmon. Oh, right. So he probably has botulism. Yes,
Well,
right.
that's what's crazy about this is he doesn't tell them that at first. He says he's like, oh, the boat's sinking. I had to get off that boat.
Oh,
and
yeah.
everything
First,
like
it's the
that.
boat sinking.
And that was it. And Sam Neill, the Navy guy, kind of knows he's full of shit. And suddenly his story changes. And he's like, well, there were 5 other people, but they're all dead now.
Yeah. I know for the first fact that they're dead. Yeah.
They were eating canned salmon.
Yeah.
And immediately Sam Neill's like, you can't eat canned salmon.
Food poisoning, all of them.
Right.
They die instantly. He's like looks off to the side. He's like, yeah, that just neurological issues and just die.
Yeah, I've seen it in the Navy. I guess people are dying all the time on the
of course,
ocean.
from their canned salmon adventures. But even though it's quote a convincing story, Sam's not convinced. He doesn't believe it. He still thinks this guy is shady. He still thinks something's not right. So he tells him, you just need to get a lot of rest. You're just very tired. Why don't you lay down, sleep for a while? He tells him.
It's one thing if somebody runs up to you and is like, "Oh my God, 5 people died." It's another when they go, "Oh, also here's all their passports." Whoop! And she just throws these passports on the table.
Yeah.
And Sam Neill is like, "You need a nappy poo. Why don't you go in there and just calm down?" And first, he wants to take him back to the ship with him.
Oh, that's his first thing is there's probably stuff you need to get. We'll go on board and we'll get whatever you need. And he says, no, there's nothing that I need that's on there.
Everything's
I don't want to go back there. And you could forget it.
Yes.
And this is a very suspicious thing to Sam that he would come because he did. He came with like a knapsack with the IDs in it and a little journal himself, his own boat journal, I guess.
Oh, his insanity journal? I'm going to call it. If I ever stumble upon my kids' diaries and this is what they look like, I'm calling a psychiatrist.
You're nervous already. You're nervous for them. Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's like scribbled writings like, they're all going to kill me. And then it turns into just like drawings of like an angry cloud and a boat.
Yeah. Yeah. You see him spiral in his journal.
Yep.
And then he also finds, so they put him to bed and Sam goes through his stuff.
Yes.
And instantly and finds this journal and looks through it. And there's also an ad for ladies for like,
it's like, I need sexy ladies to go on the ocean with me.
He reads it to Nicole Kidman and is like, oh yeah, like already my suspicions are already being confirmed that this guy is kind of shady. But now he's got a shady guy on this boat that they don't know. I think he locks him in the bedroom when he does put him to bed.
Can I ask you that question? Because that seems very unsafe. That seems like a safety hazard. Why is the lock to the bedroom door on the outside of the door? In a boat, you would probably need to be able to get out. Like if something happens, you don't want the door accidentally locking. That's the only thing in this movie where I was like, I don't think boats are made this way. Like, I don't think that seems unreal. Because later in this movie, when she like hog ties him, she just locks him back in the bedroom again. No big deal. She does.
Yeah. Maybe it's a boat safety feature or a boat feature for a guy in the Navy who might stumble upon shady guys out at sea.
That's what he did. You're saying that he customized this boat for his bizarre needs.
Yes.
He's like, sometimes I got to lock Nicole away. She has nightmares all the time, and I don't want to deal with it.
Right. This is what I do.
Right.
Yep.
So yes, his plan is I'll just lock this dude in. He's sleeping, and I will go check out the boat.
I'm gonna take the dinghy. Well, because she's like, well, we'll all go together. We'll take the boat, and he's like, no, we can't move the boat because then we'll wake him up.
Oh,
So,
yeah. She's like,
right?
we'll hear the engine start. And I'm like,
Yeah.
who the fuck cares?
No.
This isn't his boat. He's not your guest. Like, you can just say, we're going to take this boat out to that boat. And we know what happens in this movie. We know that he doesn't want them to do that, but there's no reason to like sneak around and be like, let's
Well,
secretly
this
go
is
check
what
out the
they
boat.
decide that because now I think he wants to do the research to figure it out without him knowing he's doing anyway.
Right. Yeah.
He takes the ding. I don't think
You know
this
what
is
he
a
wants
smart
to,
move.
you know what he wants to be? He just wants to be Sam Neill, the hero. And he wants to go over and be like, I fixed your boat because I'm a
Yeah.
Navy guy and I
Yeah,
did that.
exactly.
Now, why don't you
Exactly.
get back on your boat and go?
And
I
go on your
understand.
way.
Yeah.
And I
It's a
helped you out,
shame
you crazy guy.
you
Yeah.
know, your friends died, but I didn't see any corpses there, I guess.
I don't think he was. I think he knew something shady was going
Right.
down, but I don't think he realized he didn't know what he was in store for. Let's put
How
it that
could
way.
anyone
How
know what
could
they're
you?
in store
How
for?
could you? But he does. I don't think it's a good choice, but he leaves Nicole on the boat with the crazy man while he takes the dinghy to the boat that is allegedly sinking with 5 dead people inside. This is not a good choice. You should have just moved on from here.
No, right.
Taken,
Yes,
but
yes.
and not left your. But this is what we do. This is what
You
propels our
have
movie
a
forward.
radio. The radio has not yet been blown away by a shotgun. You could call, I don't know, the Australian Coast Guard if they
And
have
let
one.
him know you got
Call
this
your
stranded lunatic
Personally
with
call
you.
your Navy buddies and be like, I
Yeah.
think there's a boat with dead people on it
Yeah,
out here.
come
Here's
check
the
it out.
coordinates.
Send the
Right.
Coast Guard or whoever it is that comes out and does that. No, but
Yes. I
like
mean,
you
it would make
said,
a very short movie. Kind of like
right,
how early
right.
on you and I were like, I didn't think Nicole Kidman was going to make it. Well,
I know.
she's second build in
She's
the
got to
movie.
be
We
in,
had a
yeah.
feeling she'd make it out of the hospital. So Sam Neill's out heading to that boat, and we see very quick a shotgun. Nicole Kidman decides to
Oh
play
yeah,
fetch with the dog at this point.
this makes me so nervous. She throws the ball out, and I get it. You're a boat dog, and this is what you do with your boat dog. But I did get a little scared.
So did I. But she opens a little cabinet and we see like, oh, right near the dog's tennis ball, there's a shotgun. I'm like, well, that's going to come in handy later. Not really.
Well, that's the gun. He mentions when he leaves,
Right.
that there's the gun and something else.
There's like a harpoon gun. There's
Yeah.
flares. All of these things
But he
are
gives
important.
her 2 directions before he leaves, like the gun and something else.
Bryce
It was
says,
like-
don't let the crazy man out of the bedroom. And also there's a
I
gun in
think,
case the
yeah.
crazy man gets out
right,
of the
in
bedroom.
case he gets out of the bedroom, and don't move the boat.
Yes.
Um,
So Sam Neill boards what I kept referring to in my notes as a ghost ship in this movie. Like, especially when the storm comes, I was like, this
Yeah.
is a haunted boat that this guy's in.
I
right
know
now.
we start out with such beautiful weather, and it
Oh, yeah.
does. It's like, oh, this is not gonna. This is tragedy and horrible, but look at the great scenery we have. And
Yep.
then the storm comes. I'm like, oh, it's stormy weather now, which is gonna get a whole other layer of. But yeah, when he
and
arrives on
somehow he's in an 18-story boat, which I
yeah,
don't
it's a
understand.
huge boat, and it's a hot mess. That what is stored? There's storage underneath because there's those like what are
There's
those
all
called that
sorts
go
of
on?
stuff. And at first, when he gets on the boat, I was like, did Billy Zane make booby traps? Because when he gets on the boat, like this big hook swings down
Oh,
and
that's
almost
right.
gets him
That's
right
right.
away. But so
Yeah.
he's looking around, and Billy Zane wakes up from his fake nap, real nap. I have no idea. Realizes he's locked in and pulls the "I'm really sick" routine.
Yeah, yeah. I got to throw up.
Yeah.
I need the bathroom.
He
Ray,
starts
you're right. He
flipping.
screams her name.
Ray,
Like I didn't
Ray.
even remember her introducing herself.
No,
to
no
him.
one
But
has
he-
called her Ray. And this guy's like, Ray, I'm going to throw up in here, Ray. And Nicole Kidman's like, I'm not hearing this. I'm not
Yeah,
listening.
she's
I'm just
pretending.
playing with my dog.
She's like, just got a dog in the ocean so loud. What's not a strange man sleeping downstairs?
At this moment, she has to immediately be like, this was a horrible idea by my husband.
Yeah, it was.
What a
'Cause
wrong-headed move not to just call for help.
now she's stuck with him. And now he is, as soon as he does come out, right? He's.
Yeah. Well, no, he doesn't. He doesn't come out. He sticks his little peepers through like the they have
Oh,
like a little
that's
skylight
right.
in there. in the bedroom. They have like a boat
I forgot
skylight.
this
Then
part.
he looks
I
out,
forgot.
and it's on hinges. It's kind of hilarious because he looks out and he sees that Sam Neill's on his boat. He's like, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
And he's flipping out, and it's hilarious. Like, there's just something so funny about. I mean, you kind of know what's gonna happen. But Billy Zane's reaction, the way that he's performing in this movie is just so hammy and scene chewing the whole time. And the fact that Nicole Kidman's kind of like stuck in between, like, oh, I don't know, I gotta look out there and see where my husband is on these binoculars. And then this maniac's just like beating on this little skylight.
Yeah. Well, he's coming back now. Her husband's coming back because he's had his adventure on the boat, and he got freaked out when the dead body started floating.
Oh my God!
He did see a little video.
Oh, he found the blood door.
Yes.
Yeah. He goes
and
downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
And he sees blood coming out of a door. The door bursts open, and
a headless woman comes out.
Tidal
The head of a
wave
woman.
of body parts comes out.
Mm-hmm. And he knows instantly he's got to get out of there. And you could see now the panic in his eyes that whatever happened on this ship, the guy that's still alive is on the boat with his wife, and he needs to get back there.
Exactly.
So he jumps on the dinghy, and that's when, like you said, that's when we have little pokey eyes coming out.
Yeah.
And he sees both Nicole is looking at her knockies at him, and he's coming back fast. So now he knows that the husband has seen something, and it's not going to be good.
Yep.
And yeah. So he watches. He takes out Nicole Kidman. How does he take her out?
Well, he finally breaks through the skylight.
Through, right? He does bust through,
and then he hits her with like an oar or something. I don't know, some wooden thing that's on a boat. Because he clocks her and knocks her out completely.
Yeah, because she's out.
Like, she's hanging half off the boat.
Mm-hmm. And then he turns the boat on and he motors,
drives away.
Well, and then
Sam Neill's futile attempt. Yeah. He just like grabs
he tries to jump on the boat from his dinghy, and he jumps on, and he hurts his arm, which comes to nothing. I thought, oh no, we have an arm injury for the rest of this. It's just bloody, and then he's fine.
Yeah, I thought sharks were gonna play into this.
Me too.
Movie.
I thought we were gonna see.
We see a lot of
blood.
underwater Sam Neill blood shots. I'm like, well, this is not good. No, he's fine.
No, he's okay.
But that's where I think that's where the age comes in. You know, that Sam Neill's jump from that dinghy to the boat was a real 40-year-old man's jump.
No,
like,
he didn't quite.
Billy Zane would have made it. He would have
spider grip. Yeah.
Not a problem. Sam Neill, I think, falls and the propeller hits him in the arm.
Right.
And then he has to sadly row back to the haunted boat.
Well, you can see for a second, I'm thinking we'll swim after that damn boat. And he tries for a minute. He's like, I'm swimming. And he's like, I'm 40 years old. Yeah. So he goes back on the dinghy and
he knows how fast boats are. He's in the Navy.
Right. What's his choice? He can't keep up with that boat. So he goes back, and his thing is, I will repair the ghost boat.
He really does. He is having, weirdly enough, I think he's kind of having a great time doing this.
Yeah, he's got. You want to have montage music.
It really is his hobby. When he's just sitting there,
he's pumping.
Later on, when he's like, "I'll just repair this radio while I'm here." You see it when he finally gets the boat working. And he's behind the mast. He's got the dumbest smile on his face for a man.
Because he did it.
Wife is
he's so proud of himself.
Dead.
But he's so proud of himself that he did it.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Because he pumps. He hand pumps water out from the bottom at a certain point.
Yes.
He fixes the radio. He hot wires the engine. No, I don't know.
Oh no. He does. He's doing little electrical things.
Yeah.
Maybe this is what we're supposed to believe. Him resurrecting that boat from the dead is healing from the death of his son.
Well, he doesn't talk about that.
And all Nicole Kidman had to do was, I guess, murder a man to get over this.
And sleep with him. I like how before she decides that she's going to kill him, we're like, wait, I guess first I'll try to seduce him.
It's not I do think, I've brought this up on the podcast before, but I do think what she does in this situation, again, is probably not a bad idea. She is trying to gain his trust. And the way to do it, when they are both total nude balls, I was like,
when he rips her pants off, that movie. What was the movie we just watched where they ripped the sleeves off of each other? What was that movie?
Are you talking about toxic zombies again?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
she rips
Her
her
like
pants off of
cut
her.
off jeans.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just like rips them off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're both like greased up and sweaty. It's
Yeah.
pretty good. It's pretty nice. But anyway, we're not there yet because Sam Neill has to go back and like find a manual pump to like pump the water
That's
out.
it. Yeah.
Like the blood death water. I don't know what he does with those bodies.
And like you said, because we never really do find out the details of what went on in that boat, but when he's there, he's listening to audio and some video that he's found of like it's just there's some fighting, so that looks like there was some topless ladies on the boat. Later we see them headless. But there's topless ladies on the boat.
First they just lost their tops, and then their heads came off.
It's kind of, and then it seems to be a photographer who did not get along with Billy Zane because he's the only one that says Hughie's name. He's like, yeah, get out of my. You don't know what I'm
Hughie, you're not in charge of the camera. Yeah. I'm the cameraman. I was like, what's happening? Because you're right, I'm never clear as to what goes on. Was the ad for ladies placed by that guy?
Right.
How did Billy Zane get involved? Is he
know.
Camera? He can't be the cameraman because that guy yells at him for operating the camera.
Right.
Is that guy just like, I need sexy ladies and maybe a sexy dude too, or just
and then who's
a
really
trip
there?
on the high seas?
There's the two ladies.
There's four. There's 4 ladies.
Oh, there's 4.
I saw in the credits there were 4 ladies.
Okay.
The one dude, the older guy, and Billy Zane.
And then Billy Zane. Okay.
Yeah. And he does say 5 of them are dead.
Yeah, that's why I was like, who's the 5? But 4 ladies makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is like you said, we've got 2 locations, and our one location is always what's his name Sam doing something on the boat, trying to fix it, discovering things in it that are freaky. Later,
it's like a haunted mansion.
Later, he does get it to get going for a bit, but then it starts sinking again. And then later in the movie, we see him trapped in different parts of the boat underwater. We see him breathing through. What about when he puts that one pipe in his mouth and he starts breathing out of it like a snorkel? I was like, buddy, and there's bugs all crawling all over it. I was like,
and
you better get a tetanus shot after this.
He does have a rusty pipe in his mouth. He's breathing out. And his eyes are doing all the acting that he needs. And we take several breaks from him breathing out of a pipe to go back. And then we go back. He's still breathing out of that pipe. I was like, how long is he just underwater, wide-eyed, looking around?
And then he sees the fish
that
comes next to him. And he's like,
face. Yeah, I don't know that I'd trust a fish. I don't know that I'd be like, I'm going to follow that guy because I bet he knows
how to get out of here. Because that boat, anyway. So that becomes
so he's back there.
What we go back and forth with him with is different.
His adventure is just Sam Neill versus a boat that's having a real hard time.
There is a point when he and Nicole Kidman she contacts him, and he kind of Morse codes her. She can't hear him. It's like the connection's not great, so he can hear her sweet voice, but he can respond to her with clicks of his little walkie thing there.
Yeah.
So that's.
Yeah.
But you want to get back to the crazy boat.
I got to get back to the crazy boat because, I mean,
that's where the action happens. Yeah.
I mean, you could call Sam Neill and his adventure Crazy Boat.
It is got its own.
It is a crazy boat, but this is a crazy man on a boat.
Right.
And Nicole Kidman kind of just trying to do everything she can to just appease a
keep
crazy
him calm. Keep him calm. Yeah.
Because she comes to, again, knocked out halfway off the boat.
Yeah.
And he's just dancing around. He's having a good time.
He's like listening to some groovy tunes and like smoking a cigarette. Yeah. He's the dog and he are buds. Like the dog listens to him more than her later. When the
his relationship with this dog is amazing.
That's why I was like, how did he sacrifice the dog? That shows you how evil he is.
Assists the villain of the movie.
Yeah.
I think this dog is like, I found my new owner. I'm
Yeah.
tired of these two.
Yeah. The
All they
dog is
do is
non-committal when it
that's right. Yeah,
comes to.
it's always like all these two talk about their dead kid all the
I
time.
mean, I'm over it.
This guy's a barrel of laughs. I love it when Billy Zane's like, you see this? This is a speaker. It's a radio. He's talking,
To
teaching
the
the dog
dog.
what a radio is.
Yeah.
And they have a brief conversation. She doesn't seem to know that he's the one that knocked her out because she's
You
just
don't think?
concerned where Sam Neill is.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
And
Where's my
he's
husband?
like, oh, he went back to that boat of mine, and
Mhm.
that boat is sinking. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
he's dead. She's like, we have to turn around.
Yeah, she wants him to turn around. And
Yes, and he will not.
again, his delivery of all the lines is so creepy and off. It's just like, no, I don't think
Yeah.
we're gonna do that. We're gonna listen to the music. She shuts the speaker off at one point and she's like, we need to go back. And he was like, actually, then he gets even like psycho, like, you don't
Yes.
understand. We do what I want to do around here, right? Doesn't he get
Yeah.
a little
Oh, yeah. No, definitely. He's taking control of this boat, of this situation. And I love how at this point, Nicole's like, well, I guess I'll just curl up and go to bed because she just like curls up in the fetal position on the bed.
Well, this is where I think when you were saying like, why do we have that first tragedy? I think it's because like you kind of want to say, "Oh God, now, lady, so you're on this boat. Your kid just died, and now,
Yeah.
like, what luck?" It's like when you tell someone a story and you're like, "Are you kidding me?" And then your boat got abducted by a crazy person. Like, what? What? And then you had sex with him? What? This is crazy, girl.
And he was how hot? Can you go back to that part of the story? I mean, if it's in your husband, he's like,
How much
he's
younger
great
than
for an
your
older
husband is
man.
he? Yeah.
Right, yes. So if this was an age-appropriate relationship, the first one in your life, okay, all right. I know he's crazy.
Tell me
but
more.
all right.
Tell me more, right? Yeah. Oh, he craves, she doesn't doubt that is this when he tells her about her face being, your face fascinates me?
Oh, yeah.
And she's like,
Yes.
you're creepy as fuck.
Yes.
Like-
Right. I think how he says face and not
And
that
then he
hair
does the
that she's
whole
got
thing.
going on.
He does the whole thing like your face fascinates me. Oh, why did I say that? I'm so silly. I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah,
Like, what am I
if you
trying to-
yeah, that's
Yeah.
a red flag. If you just met someone and they're immediately talking to themselves,
It's
don't
a little
just
bit.
yeah, you should
Yeah.
stop that conversation, just move on,
Mm-hmm.
walk to a different area of the bar, whatever you have to do, that
Mhm.
person's bad news.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Oh.
Nicole Kidman's just kind of like trapped below deck. And I like how she finally gets up from her own little nap and she sees that Billy Zane's teaching the dog about music. So
Mhm.
this is when she goes and uses the little radar thing and she sees that there's another boat coming.
And she talks to her husband
Yes,
on the,
and she
or
talks to her
starts
husband on the
communication
radio.
with him. Right,
Mhm.
right. And then when she realizes that he is still alive, I mean, I think she thought he was before, but this is
Right.
like her proof and knows the boat's there.
Exactly.
Now she takes the key from this boat. So he's been cruising
Oh,
this boat along.
yeah.
But-
Their conversation, the fact that she can hear, Sam Neill can hear her in the radio, but she can't hear him. So he just does like the one click for yes, two
Yeah,
clicks
yeah,
for
yeah.
no. And I love how she's like, well, I don't know. I'll try and stop the boat, but I have no idea how this thing works. And then you just see her like looking at this boat engine. And I'm like, I would be the same way. I would have
Yeah.
no idea. She
Yeah.
burns herself immediately.
Well, yeah, she tells him that's part of the conversation
Yeah.
is like the yes and no is like, you have to tell me what to do though. Like, I
Yes.
don't know what to do.
But this thing that she pulls out, I found this interesting, and this is just a dumb, personal anecdote. I have one of these plastic things on my snowblower. It's just like an emergency thing that you pull out and the whole thing shuts down. Like
Oh.
if there's an issue, there's just this red plastic thing that's stuck in there. It's not the key. It's nothing. You just pull it out and the whole thing shuts down.
So that's
So-
what she did. She
Yeah, so
pulled out.
she's able to find this thing, and then there's like a little he chases her around and stuff. And
Yeah, he
it's kinda
does.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, because of the setup of the boat and the way they chase, and she
Mhm.
know. Yeah, yeah.
And he's also crazy. We know this because he's on one end of the boat, like waiting for her. And she
Mhm.
pops up on the other end. And he has to do the congratulations.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
lady. You really got me this time,
Yeah,
Nicole
yeah.
Kidman.
Now she decides to throw. I didn't know that this was a good choice either way. But she throws
First
that
of all,
thing.
great choice. I didn't see this coming, and I thought it was wonderful.
She throws it in the ocean.
Yeah.
The key, the thing that stops the boat. She throws it in the
Fantastic.
ocean and looks at him like, now what are you going to do?
Yeah.
And the freaking dog, who she was teaching to play fetch earlier, runs in and fetches it.
Yep.
And now she's going, no, drop it, don't. And he's going, bring me the thing.
It's
bring
one
me
of
the
those
thing.
things I see online where two people are like, let's both call the dog and see who it comes to. It's really kind
And the
of
dog
funny.
is listening to him.
Yeah, the
like
dog
it's
loves
not
him.
dropped it. It's coming toward them. She's like, no. So this kind of blows up in her face because now he does get the key and he's really angry. And
It's very cute too. He like helps the dog onto the boat. He's like,
yeah.
"Come here." And the dog's name is, what's the dog's name? It has like a human name, like Ben or something.
Oh, maybe it's Ben was his name and Hughie is the.
The dog's name is Ben.
It is,
The
yeah,
dog's
okay.
name, Ben, yes. Yeah. So then after this, he gets the thing back, and then she's freaking out again. She locks herself in the bathroom. I don't know what she's doing. She's just going through the cabinets in the bathroom looking for something. And he's like banging on the door and everything.
Oh, this is when he aggressively bangs on the door like a creep.
But also he does like one of the fake like footsteps, like I'm running away. I'm leaving right now. But again, like we know he's crazy because finally she just opens the door and he's like, friends.
Yeah.
She goes, yeah, we're friends. And he like closes the bathroom door and is like, okay,
Well,
I'll just put this thing back in. And
it's like she knows now, like you said, I think she goes to separate herself because she figures like, I got to be nice as I can to crazy. I've got to tell him we're friends. I've got to sleep with him if I have to.
Yeah.
I have to just, we're going to have to make nice. And she's like,
do what you have to do to survive.
Right.
To hold on until Sam Neill in his broken boat can get to you.
Can get there. Or we figure out a way to get to him. Right. She hasn't left him that message yet. So because there's more messages to Sam. So now they're friends. Now Nicole Kidman, we know, is going to be playing a game with him.
Right.
And now we see more and more just how crazy he is and how this is going to be a delicate dance. And this is why cruises scare me. Because when you're on these ships, when you're on this middle of the ocean situation, who you're with is who you're with. There's no getting away. Yeah. I mean, I know this is not a cruise.
I've never been on a cruise, but I've heard those rooms are very small too.
Yeah, now whoever you're in with, you're in with. You know what I mean? It's not like you could be like, oh, I'm gonna. Yeah.
I know you. I know me. I gotta get away from people sometimes.
I do. Yeah, we do.
I really just need that space.
I need my space. Yeah.
And a cruise, even if all I want to do is get away from the person that I'm on the cruise with, there's still just a bunch of people.
Not far away.
Now this has nothing to do with Billy Zane. No, I would hate a cruise. I do not think I would enjoy that experience at all.
I just want to be clear what kind of boats we would enjoy.
That's right.
So we would enjoy a private yacht where we can stay on a sunny weather day.
Yes.
And eat,
have
my hair washed.
Yes,
I'll have my hair washed.
If Sam Neill is washing my hair on a boat, I think I'm having a great time. If there's a dog there, I'm having the time of my life.
But I'm not going to throw the ball for the dog. Because
on a cruise, if your boat has a water slide, no thank you. I'm not going on that.
It's too much. It's
insane.
My God.
I think it's important for us to really, I know we've mentioned it, but I don't understand this boat that Sam Neill is on. Because there's more flooding, the boat starts to flood more, and he has to swim down deeper into the boat.
I don't know. There's so much flooding.
Body.
There's so much flooding from when he gets on the boat that I don't know how it's floating at all when he gets on it.
No, he just pumped water out of it. And like, that's good enough? I thought it was sinking.
Yeah, where are all these bodies coming from? Because more keep showing up.
And the other thing is, I see him underwater breathing out of some sort of, pipe with his eyes wide open. I saw corpses fly by. The the best you can hope for is that you have pink eye after this situation.
Yeah,
That's as good as it gets.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I was like, I don't think we're worried about the canned salmon anymore. There's something else dead.
Right.
Like this is
Exactly.
floating. Yeah, this is not good.
Everything seemed to be like coming up Sam Neill. He was like, I got the ship running, and immediately a storm hits, and he's like waist deep in water.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's just you know you worry for him. The storm made me worried. When I saw the storm coming, I was like, "Oh boy!"
Oh,
and sure enough, there's another storm happening on Boat Crazy.
But it's the sexiest storm I've ever seen.
Is this when? Doesn't Billy Zane have like some kind of red cape on in this scene? Like when we come back, he's good. I wrote that he's
I did not see that.
He has like a.
He comes out of. I think he got a shower.
Oh, okay.
I think it's a towel.
That's a red cape towel. Yes. And she is crying because
I would love it if he was crazy enough where he dressed up like Superman or something.
This is the cape. I bought it from my other boat. No, she's having a moment where she's just crying because it's all hitting her. Like it's a lot. And how is she going to get through this? And now, and he is so nuts that when he sees her crying, he thinks it's sexy. And thinks that that's her way of saying, I want to make out.
Right.
So he goes for it. He starts touching her face and they start kind of making out. And like you said, this becomes our sex scene where you could see that she's like, I guess I'm going to do this. I guess she does leave to go to the bathroom at one point.
She goes from crying to neither of them having clothes on in I think 20 seconds.
Yeah. She really composes herself pretty quickly.
Yes.
And takes the task and like you said, it's like, all right, I'll sacrifice.
Well,
sleep with this
and
hot, young
all right, I'll take one for the team. If this keeps me alive for a little while longer, fine. This hunk will do.
Yeah.
But also, it's a really smart idea because she gets up and she's like, I just got to use the bathroom real quick. And if you're in a situation like this, I'm sure a lot of us have been in this situation. You don't ask questions. You're not curious.
No, go. Whatever you got to do, just come back.
Right. Yeah. Yes. I am going to wait here. You take all the time you need.
Sure.
And this is now a thread of this movie with her just trying to figure out what a gun does. Like so many times she's up top messing with a gun.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just up here getting cigarettes. And then she has to...
Yeah, she was quick with some of that. Get the cigarettes, and
it was fun when he goes, and she's like, "I was just getting cigarettes for after."
And he's like, "I was thinking the same thing."
Yeah, he's like, "You read my mind."
Right, then what about how the dog? Because now they're going at it again, and the dog starts barking, and she's like, "I should go take care of the dog," and he's like, "No." And again, the dog listens to him when he tells the dog to go away.
Loves Billy Zane because when she goes topside to first get the gun, the dog is just barking at her.
Yeah.
That's the reason Billy Zane gets up anyway. The dog is like, she's doing something, Billy, go get her.
Yeah.
And then when they're
Whose side has been on?
And then when they're getting down to it, like you said, this dog's constantly like poking in, like, can I watch? Like, is this okay here? And the only one he listens to is Billy Zane. It's great. It's really funny.
Poor Ben. Where is he supposed to go, though, you know?
Oh, no, definitely. It's a small space. I really enjoyed...
I wrote...
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry. I wrote, they're having sexy time, but time is of the essence. That boat is sinking. And she's like taking the time to have sex with this guy. Because it's established now that the boat is sinking. I think she had a communication with him. That's why she's crying.
Yeah, that's what he was panicked.
That's right. Because she did another like check-in with him and he wasn't answering right away, and she had him click like, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "Not great." Again, all through clicks, and says like, "I think they have 5 hours or something before the boat sinks."
It's 6 hours. I love her. She's like, "Is it 1 hour? No.
Yeah.
Is it 2 hours?"
Yeah.
No.
She goes, "Is it 3?
Happening?
Is it 4?
Is
it 5? Is it 5.5?"
We had the.
I'm like, Jesus. So I have a half a day.
Watch her get to 6. And at one point, he's just like clicking, like, "What the fuck? Are you crazy? This is a waste of my time."
But no, that's why she's crying when Billy Zane, Billy Zane decides to seduce her, is because
Yeah.
She knows his boat is sinking.
And
And
also
that's when
his
I was
boat.
like, his boat is sinking. Why are we making love? We don't
Uh,
got time for it. Let's be quick
no.
about this.
Right. Yes. Can you
And
poison this
how
guy or shoot him with a harpoon or shoot him with a shotgun or something?
I'm guessing because the sleeping pills were not, I didn't know why she didn't think of the sleeping pills sooner. Like when
No.
she does go for them, I'm
Well,
like,
she
bitch,
gained
why didn't you?
his trust. The
True.
sex. It
All
put him
right.
over the
Oh, all
top.
right.
Over the top.
Says the dude. All
Because
right.
that's how it works.
Right.
I love how Sam Neill's haunted boat is like comically fucked. Like it's in a storm. The boat literally gets struck by lightning and like the mast falls down and like
Mm-hmm.
crashes through and
Yeah.
almost kills him. It's kind of hilarious how like destroyed this boat is.
Well, I wonder if it's symbolic to like what's happening in.
Their kid crashed through that windshield just
Yeah.
like the mast
Yeah.
crashed. So Nicole Kidman, after they have sex, I love how she gets this idea. First of all, she goes to make a drink.
Yes.
Not an alcoholic drink. I think it's just lemonade.
No, yeah, she's just putting sugar water together with some
That's right.
lemon. Yeah. With some lime squeezes.
And she reaches for a knife, and then you see a shark oven mitt come in and grab the knife. I love how it's an aquatic oven mitt. And he cuts the limes or lemons or whatever it is. And then again, Jamie, I told you, he gained her trust. He hands her the knife. He knows she's not going to knife him at all.
Yeah, he thinks his crazy mind thinks they're falling in love.
Yes.
Yeah.
I found my new lady friend on the high seas. And I got a dog too.
Yep. This is a whole new life for me. I'm going to go upstairs, listen to my music, and smoke a cigarette.
Yeah. And she
But
could have stabbed him, but she has a better idea.
No, she sees her sleeping pills, and all of a sudden she goes, aha. And now there's this hurried, frantic drink that she makes that actually looks like it tastes like shit.
It looks disgusting. She is dumping lemon seeds into this drink, jamming ice in there like a frantic maniac. It's just water, sugar, and lemon, I guess.
Which I mean is lemonade, but it looks
awful.
like sand. It looks like she
and he knows it too because she pretends to drink it and she's like, "Do you want some?" And he's like, "Oh God, no." I saw that drink.
But then she's like, you do. Come on, have my drink it. I made it for you. Make
so
me
funny.
one. And now he drinks it. He takes one sip and he's like, that's kind of good. And he just drinks it all up. Gulp, gulp, gulp.
Yeah.
Gulp, gulp, gulp. And now
she finally figures out how the shotgun is put together.
Oh, right. Oh, that's right. And he catches her with it.
Yes, because they're now the storm is finally like gotten to them. Sam Neill's been dealing with the storm for at least an hour and a half. It finally gets to the two of them. And I understand the boat's moving and gets tossed around. She finally has a shotgun and immediately like almost like hands it to him. Like just like walks into him with the shotgun. He grabs it and he wants to kill her. But those sleeping pills are kicking in.
They start kicking in.
Hilarious.
And he is stumbling around. She's hiding. It's a shotgun. She's hiding behind this like wooden chair. And I'm like, that's not going to help, lady. If he does shoot, he doesn't though. He has
but
struggles.
He's just laughing.
He does.
Like
he's giggling.
Yes.
He does blow a hole again. This was one of those I was like, you're going to have to pay for that repair. He blows a hole in the wall. He's aiming at her again, but he doesn't. It misfires because it doesn't shoot.
Yep.
At one point, and then he does finally just fall asleep. Right?
Well, no. Almost, but they're
down?
chasing each other, and it's almost like the gods of Nicole Kidman. We understand your kid died, and we feel bad for you. Are looking out for her because he has a shotgun. She at one point falls over. I swear to God, a harpoon gun falls into her hands from nowhere.
Like she's ready. Yeah.
Yes. So she locks herself in the bedroom, and this is when she's harpooning through the door, and we hear a Earth.
Oh, the dang dog.
Yes. And she opens the door and she has killed Ben.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened. She was shooting pretty high. But anyway, whatever.
He was holding the dog. I think he put the dog there.
He was using the dog as a human
Yeah,
shield? As a dog shield?
Yeah,
oh,
totally.
No. That's terrible.
It's awful.
Oh.
Talk about trust. The dog
Yeah,
trusted him.
jeez,
Yeah, I
man.
know.
But
Hmm.
anyway, Billy Zane pops out of nowhere and begins to strangle her, but
Yeah.
goes sleepy bye instead.
Yeah, that's how it is, right? He
Yes.
starts with the, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And again, the
And then she
worst
ties
dog
him up.
puppet I've ever seen in a movie.
Well, and again,
I've
not that
seen
I,
I've seen Muppets look more
yeah,
like a human than this thing looks like that
it
dog
was
that we
very,
watched.
yeah. It looked like the shorts she had on earlier. We're
Yeah.
just, no.
I Do you think they ripped the shorts off and then painted them black?
Just put a little blood stain on it.
Yep.
I don't know,
Stuck some
maybe.
eyes on there. It was like, there's your dog. We
This
got
is
it.
it.
God. Sorry, I spent all the puppet money on the body parts.
The baby. It was on the baby.
Yes,
For crying
they
out
didn't spend
loud.
money on that baby. They spent money on the heads that were floating around and the torsos of naked
And the
ladies.
torso. Yeah.
And then the $8 they had left, they made a dog and a little boy. So Billy Zane he's out, and
Yeah.
she somehow, I guess, had a lot of rodeo training and hogtied this guy.
She does. She does.
And she's like, great, I can turn this boat around, but it's out of fuel, and she has
No
to
fuel.
sail it. But
Yeah,
she does
she's
a
got
great
it.
job.
Yeah, she gets those sails up and going and knows what she's got to
Fantastic.
do. Yeah,
Yes,
she sets the
exactly.
sails.
Yep.
Meanwhile, he's drowning and breathing out of a pipe,
He's having a horrible
right?
time.
It's not good. And uh does he get out yet?
Well,
Yeah, this is when
this is
he's
when he
yeah.
follows the fish. He sees fish swimming by his face, and he's like, "I'm gonna follow these guys out of
Hmm.
here."
Hmm.
And he finds like the tiniest hole that the fish go through, but he's able to kick it free
Yeah.
and escape. And he decides that a great idea, and it is a great idea, is to set the boat on fire.
Yeah, he's got some flares or something,
Yeah,
right?
because it's
Hmm.
almost like in this movie, like at this point for a long time, Billy Zane's not in this movie anymore. It's just about a woman driving a boat trying to find her husband.
And again, it's very pretty. Because
Yeah,
she
oh, it's
before their
gorgeous.
last
The
call, she says to
sunset
him,
is
yeah,
beautiful.
she says, "I'll get to you before the sunset. So I'll get you by sunset." So as
Hmm.
she's sailing and looking for him, it's gorgeous. The sun is just slowly
Yeah.
setting, and you just see this woman scanning the ocean, like you said.
Uh-huh.
And so him setting fire to this boat draws her attention. He did the
Yep.
right thing. Um, and now she's got something to head toward. Um,
Yes. She sees the light on the horizon.
mhm,
She's like, I'm gonna
mhm,
go to this thing.
mhm.
And Billy Zane has made his way out of his
Yeah, he
restraints.
wakes up and he doesn't make his way out. He's like his hands are all bloody because she's got him
Oh
tied and
yeah.
he's using something to untie, like he's
It's like a
rubbing his,
piece of glass or something.
yeah, so his
I
hands
assume
are
from
covered in
the
blood.
broken skylight
Yeah. Oh
earlier.
yeah, yeah,
Although he
yeah.
doesn't climb out the skylight, he kicks the door open. She harpoons him in the shoulder
Right.
and does
Mhm.
not harpoon him in the throat, which she should have done.
I
But
would
she
think
just
so.
beats the crap out of him with the harpoon gun
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and then throws down an inflatable tent. I could not believe what this thing was. You hear, psh, and you see like a life raft, but it's a tent.
And it's attached to the boat. So
Yeah.
she has just beat the crap out of him,
Uh-huh.
injured him enough that he's passed out again, and now he's on this floating tent,
Yes,
being dragged
exactly.
along by their boat.
Yeah.
So
Great. Wonderful.
no,
Fantastic.
stupid.
Very kind of stupid. I don't know if she thinks she's going to sail to the local police.
And be like, look what we found. Like, just let's be done with them. He could have died like
Yeah,
everybody else in that boat. Just there.
exactly. Yes.
He's an
So,
awful human.
so all while this is happening, or right after she beats him up, she does get to Sam Neill and she helps him onto the boat.
Yes,
And
yes. She sees him swimming. Yeah.
yeah, and Sam Neill's really like, hey, we should probably check that floaty thing that's floating next to the boat. So they shoot a bunch of flares into it to then sink it,
I don't understand.
but he's not in it.
Yeah.
I
You see red,
Yeah,
you see bloody
the
handprints on the
handprints
boat.
on the thing,
Hmm.
and I don't know. An entire day passes. I have no idea how long it takes.
Now they're recuperating from all of that. and he's washing her hair, and they're just talking about the food they're gonna eat.
Oh, the way the camera hangs on this breakfast that he's about to serve her.
It does look delightful. And that's when, like you said, I'm like, where was all this food? Yeah.
This is lovely.
Like, shouldn't she, instead of offering up her body, I mean, this is the Italian in me, right? Instead of Nicole Kidman offering up her body, she should have offered up some snacks and food to Billy Zane. That wins trust.
Exactly.
You don't have to put out.
We're in the ocean. I have eggs here.
A cup of coffee in the ocean. It'll be great. We'll sit and have coffee and listen to your music. This is not the angle she takes, though. But anyway.
That's why Nicole Kidman survived, Jamie, and you would instantly be killed in that situation.
I don't know. I think I would have been smarter in some situation.
No, you're right. Yeah.
Can't say for sure, and I'm not putting myself in that kind of predicament.
I was watching this movie the whole time going, would I rather be on the sinking haunted ship or would I rather be with Billy Zane?
Yeah, what's your situation of choice?
I have no idea. I would not trust myself, first of all, to keep that boat afloat.
I don't have the Navy skills. I don't have the boat knowledge. I couldn't. Yeah.
If it means that I have to have sex with Billy Zane, I'll do it. That's fine.
I think you would. I could see the compromise. I could see it.
So Billy, I don't like you and you don't like me, but let's just do this.
This is what's going to happen, all right? We're going to keep the dog alive, okay? Because I have a soft heart for a dog.
Yes. I'll make you some sugar water afterwards. It'll be delightful. It'll be
fine. We'll both take a nana. It'll be sweet. So they're having this beautiful breakfast moment together, and he's washing her hair, which is, I guess, you said you thought it was a sweet gesture, a sexy gesture.
Yeah, I think it is. Right?
I think it's weird. I guess it is. Personally, I think it's weird, but I could see where maybe if you're into it, it's your thing. I'm not going to judge, but
This is what people are like, oh, Doug's finally putting his personal kinks on the podcast. All right, okay. It's taken almost 12 years, but we know what he's into.
He's here.
Billy Zane and hair wash.
And hair wash. Meanwhile, oh man. All right, so he goes down to get breakfast. He starts washing her hair and doesn't quite complete the job because
doesn't finish.
He leaves her sudsy, and he goes.
It's not like you had bacon that was burning. I saw what was there. Or like, you could have gotten that any time.
You put the conditioner in the hair and you leave
just
it.
Let it.
Right. Yeah, you let it sit.
Okay. All right.
This is like soapy shampoo that he just didn't finish his job, and he went down to get breakfast because, whatever. And while he's getting breakfast, all of a sudden there's bloody hands washing her hair, and she keeps talking because she thinks it's him, and she's like, yeah, we're gonna eat mango and it's gonna be great. And then he starts really yanking at her hair, and she's like, what are you? And
the length of this reveal, I was like, we're all watching this movie, we know what's happening. Why is this taking so long?
Then he starts choking her with a towel.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of a slow motion situation, isn't it? Is it? Or did it happen just slow motion for me when I was watching?
I think it was just such a slow ending to this movie. You thought it was going in slow motion.
He comes out, Sam comes out, and then he sees what's happening, and he drops the beautiful breakfast tray, which I was like, shit, you should gently.
Just place it down.
You did all that work. And then he takes a flare, and he throws it right at Billy Zane's head.
In his mouth.
His head. Yeah, his mouth catches it. And his whole head explodes. And he falls back off the boat.
I can't.
Ridiculous.
We start this movie with insane puppetry with a dog thrown in the middle for no reason.
It's goofy. I was like,
very goofy. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
But and again, like no wrap up, no 5 years later, no nothing.
That's how we end it.
The thread is destroyed. You're still on the ocean. You're good to go.
We're good to go. The seas are calm again. Yeah. Wow. And there we have it.
So would you recommend this movie?
I mean, I have to tell you, I enjoyed it more than I thought I was.
Yeah.
And I think part of it is because it wasn't that hard, difficult to follow because there's only the 3 characters. So you're like, so I wasn't like,
it's a real low bar. If I can follow what's going on, it's for me.
I was all right. No, but it was like you said, the performance. Everybody did a good
Yeah.
performance, and it was so. I
Mm.
was I was surprised at how I was like, oh, I think I might be like that movie, but I didn't think I would like that movie.
Yeah.
Um, I guess I would recommend it. I wouldn't
Mhm.
like it's not on my top recommend list, but yeah,
Right.
I'd say so. How about yourself?
I think I'm probably right there with you.
Yeah,
I mean, it's competently made, it's
yeah.
competently shot, it's competently acted. It's nothing I'm really gonna go back to or tell people
No,
like, "Oh,
I'm sure I'll
you gotta
forget
watch
about it.
this." Right,
Yeah, yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Yes. No, it's totally fine, and
Right.
I think that maybe it's because we're coming right off of Toxic Zombies.
Mm.
I was watching this, I'm like, "Oh, this looks good." This movie actually looks nice. So so yeah, no, it was totally fine, but again, not one of my favorites.
No, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it
I
it
agree.
is nice to see and to think of like, oh, this is very early in like um that like sexy thriller that was so big in the
Oh,
90s.
yeah,
Like
that then kind of
these
had
things
its
were
big boom.
these things
Yeah,
were like
yeah,
a
yeah.
dime a dozen in the 90s. But it's nice to see this. I could have sworn I remember this movie. I don't think I'd seen it before,
Mhm.
but I remember my dad talking about it. Apparently, he's a
Oh,
huge fan of Dead Calm.
really? Is it the boating? Is it the
I
water?
don't
Is it
know. I don't know. Maybe he's
is he a
also
Kidman fan?
uh, or a big Billy Zane fan. Who knows?
Oh, yeah, maybe
Yeah,
'cause this.
but the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, Jamie. No, but I
Right.
remember him talking about this movie and really liking it. And I was surprised when I was looking up water movies that this was from the 80s. I would have thought it was 92, 93, something
Oh
like that.
yeah, yeah, it did. Yeah,
So,
we'll be
yeah.
talking about 80s vibes
Yep.
before this one doesn't necessarily have that.
Not
I'll say
at
this
all.
too.
Yeah.
Like I've said, I started the podcast. I'm not generally a fan. I don't consider myself a Nicole Kidman fan, and I didn't mind her in this. So I think that also was like, oh, this is something I enjoy Nicole Kidman in. So there's that.
I I'm gonna I'm not a
You
huge
like her.
Nicole Kidman fan either,
Mm.
but I told you, I think I used this as a recommendation before. Maybe I'll use it as a recommendation again.
Do it.
And this is something where I know I'm wrong. I know I'm
Okay.
wrong, or I think I'm wrong, because nobody I know liked this movie and it got panned. It's a movie maybe from last year called Holland, and Nicole Kidman's in it, and it's just she thinks her husband's cheating on her. It's kind of a fun little movie. I
Okay.
loved it, and I was surprised then when I went on and I looked, I was like, "Oh, everybody hated this. What's wrong with me?" So I don't know what the problem is, but maybe I will use that as my recommendation. Yeah,
Oh,
check
I
out
like it.
Holland.
I like
I
it.
think it's a
Holland.
I think it's a
It's a Nicole
Hulu. It's
Kidman.
on Hulu.
A Hulu.
On the
Okay.
Hulu, yes. What about you? Do you have a recommendation?
So I think we've talked about this before on the podcast because it's the 80s PBS show. It's the show where I learned about boating was the Voyage of the Mimi. Have we
Oh,
talked about
okay.
the Voyage of the Mimi?
Uh, I don't know. Someone has talked to me about it, and I'm wondering if that someone is you.
Well, it's got a young Ben Affleck in it. But it is a
That's what it
PBS
was. Okay.
show. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It was a PBS show, like a series.
Mm.
It was about this little boy and his adventures with his alleged granddad on the boat. And
His
it's like
alleged
well, it's
granddad?
his dad granddad, but it's not,
Oh, okay. I was like, does he turn out
So
to be
creepy.
a crazy
He
killer?
he
He
totally Billy
murdered
Zane's
five
him. He
people.
Billy Zane's him. No, it's I don't know about boats, but that's on that show. I remember as a kid, I learned a bit
Do you
about
learn?
boats.
You learn about
Yeah, it's
boats?
a learning show. It's a PBS show, so you learn about all the things that they learn about on their adventures on their. Check
Oh,
it out. It's we might want to cover some of it for the podcast. 'Cause I don't know.
I'll
It's
watch it.
the 80s show and Voyage of the Mimi. Check it out.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh boy, Jamie, can you believe
Yeah.
that with our next episode, it will mark the end of 11 years of doing this
I
podcast?
can't believe it. That's
Neither
insane.
can I. It
I
is
can't
actually
believe.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be entering our 12th year of doing the
Gosh.
podcast. And I'm pretty sure, I'm going to have to just double check. We started this show on May 22nd of 2015. And our next episode is going to come out on May 22nd of 2026.
How special.
So we're going to talk about a movie that came out on May 22nd
Wonderful.
of 1987.
Yeah.
Jamie, how familiar are you with a man named Ernest? Maybe he saved
Christmas. Is he going to camp? What's he doing?
That's all he did in the 80s is go to camp. So we're going to talk about Ernest Goes to Camp. I could not think of a movie more different than the thing we just watched.
Boy, oh boy. I hope we get to see naked Ernest. No, I don't.
I feel like I hate to make predictions because who knows? I could walk into this blind like a dead calm and be like, that was rather pleasant. I have a feeling this movie's going to test my patience.
Yeah, I think it's going to be uncomfortable for us both, but
I haven't seen much of Ernest, but what I've seen, I don't like.
I don't like it.
Okay.
All right.
See, listeners, this is why we need your help for this summer. This is what I'm down to. Being like, what movie came out on May 22nd? And I see Ernest Goes to Camp, and I'm like, I don't know, 87.
And that's what he picks. Because there's other movies, obviously. All right, well, there we go. Coming at you. 2 weeks.
You know what? Maybe it'll be great.
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Everybody, if you have not yet left us any sort of review, rating, feedback, perhaps suggested an 80s movie to us, we would appreciate it.
Take it. We'll take it.
But we will talk to you again in 2 weeks' time. Until then, everyone, have a great 2 weeks.
Ciao for now. What? Is that Australian?
Did you mean that, Rob?